Another first thing you will need to understand before we go properly into the video, when you open your Bybit account, you click on asset. You see this asset now. Your money needs to be in unified account, in your unified account. In order to move your money from your funding account to your um, unified account, you click on transfer. When you click on transfer, look at this place here. Look at this place here. You see funding on the top, then unified on the bottom. So which means you are transferring from funding to unified, because if your USDT, your dollar, the one that you want to trade with, if it is not in your unified account, the both cannot trade it. Okay, so the next thing you do, you switch this place to USDT. You have to change it to the coin you have, USDT. Change it to USDT. Then let's assume any amount you want to transfer to your unified account, you put it here. Immediately you put it here, click on where you see confirm. Then the money will be moved to your unified account. Then the both can now trade the money you have in your unified account. So that is how it is. If you want to move money from any part of your Bybit, it is very easy. Choose where you want to move it from. You choose where you want to move it to. Okay.
Alright guys, I quickly want to tell us how we can create our API, which means how we can connect our MarisX bots with our Bybit account in order for the bots to help us trade the money we have in our Bybit account. But before we continue, this is something you need to know. On your Bybit account, first thing you will have to click on assets. When you click on assets, if you check this my account now, I have other account. I just want to use this account as an example. Then you should be able to, in order for the robot to trade for you, you must have money in your unified account. Let's assume the money is not in your unified account. Whenever you hear transfer the money to your unified account, after clicking on access on your Bybit, which is the last icon at the bottom by your right hand side, you click on transfer. When you click on transfer, you see here funding account, while the bottom is unified account. So allow it to be like this, which means you are transferring from your funding account to your unified account. Then the next thing you are going to choose is to choose the account you want to transfer. You click on USDT. As you can see, there is nothing on this balance right now. Then after clicking on USDT, you click on the amount. The amount, let's assume I have 100 USDT here. The amount will automatically reflect where you see 0 USDT. Then you just click on 50 or any amount you wish to transfer. Then the next thing you click on confirm. Look at this place. So it means you are transferring from funding to unified. Let's assume the unified is not at the bottom. You can click on this switch you are seeing here to transfer from anywhere you want to transfer to. So after doing it, the money will now go to your unified account. That is how to move money to your unified account. Then in order to also deposit USDT, it is very simple. Whenever you open your Bybit, you can just click on deposit. When you click on deposit, you will be asked to deposit crypto. You click on deposit crypto. When you click on deposit crypto, you will be asked to choose the coin you want to deposit. Look at it here, USDT, or you can type it here at the top. You just type USDT. Look at USDT here. You click on USDT. Then let's allow it to load. Then you'll be asked the chain you want to use. So mostly I like using BSC, which is PEP20, BNB, the BSC chain. The first one, you can click on BSC. Then when you click on BSC, it says do not deposit USDT via, just look at slide to confirm, slide to confirm. Then all you need to do, let's assume you are buying it. For example, now there are most people who also buy USDT from me. Is this your address I need? Just copy your address. Click on this place to copy your address. Click on it. You see copied successfully. Then send to me. When you send to me, I will now send your USDT according to the amount you bought into your Bybit account. Then when the money has already arrived in your Bybit account, all you need to do is go to where you see assets. You go to where you see assets. That's all. Or that's it. Simple. Then now the major purpose of this video is to tell us how we can connect our MarisX account to our Bybit account. That is what we call API management. Now go to your Bybit home page. Look at the search icon at the top here. click on API, search for API. Look at API here. Then you click on API. Let's allow it to load. So as you can see here, there are some people might experience error when opening this particular page I just opened now. Sometimes when using MTN might not fully open it. You will have to switch to Glo in order to open it. You get my point? Take note. Recently, when I wanted to connect it, I was using MTN. MTN does not open this particular page, so I have to switch to Glo before I was able to open it. MTN was giving me error, so immediately I switched to Glo. I was able to interact with this page. Another alternative you can also use, you can go to your Chrome browser or your Pramini, click on bybit.com. When you click on bybit.com, just search for bybit.com. Log in your Bybit account there. The Bybit account you create, log in with your email and password. Then you can go to the website. For those who will be having issues connecting direct with the app, that is the reason why I'm giving you this alternative now. Okay, for those who the app might likely to work for, of which are just like the way it works for me. So you see it has opened. Click on create API key. Create API key. So the first thing we are going to do now, click on this place, create new key. This was the previous key I created before, but now I'm going to create new one for this MarisX trading strategy. Then create new key. Go with the first one, system generated API. Click on system generated API. Then we don't need everything here. So the first one we need is API transaction. Okay, you click on API transaction. It's already on API transaction. Ignore the second one, connect to third party. Ignore that one. Then you come here, you click on read and write. It's already on read and write. The reason why you are seeing it here on my own, everything is in order, is because I used it recently. Okay, so your own might be on read only. All you need to do is change it to read and write. Okay, so the first one is API transaction, second one is read and write. Then move to the third place. Look at this third one now. You say no IP restriction. Now if you look at this, let's read. You say your account is at risk. Fair trading and withdrawal services are restricted. If an API key isn't linked to an IP address, it will expire in 3 months. So this one now, if you leave it on this no IP restriction, after 3 months, which is 90 days, you will have to come back to this place again and set a new API key. So if you can be coming back here every 3 months to be setting a new API key, leave it there. But as for me, I don't like it. I just want to set it once and for all. So I will have to disable this. Then I will come here to click on only IPs with permission. I will click on only IP with permission. Now you see, I click on only IP with permissions. Now I will have to put MarisX IP address here. So with this now, I don't have to come here again and set it after 3 months when it expires. It will continue to work automatically. Okay, then me, I don't want to be coming back here every 3 months. I just want to set it once and for all. And the fact that I put the IP address of MarisX website, it means I can only use this API I'm creating now for MarisX trading. I cannot use it for any other thing, except if I want to use it for other strategy, I will have to come here and also paste the IP address of whatever I want to use it for. Okay, so if you don't want to use IP address, there is no need for you to click on only IPs with permissions. Just click on no IP restriction. So the reason why I click on IP only, the reason why I'm clicking on only IPs with permissions granted are allowed to access the open API. The reason why I'm clicking on this option now is because I don't want to be coming back here every 3 months to come and be resetting it. Okay, then the next thing you will have to do now is click on unified trading. Tick unified trading. When you tick unified trading, look at the permission you are giving to the bot to help you do on your Bybit. Others, position, USDC derivative trading trade. So these are the things that the bot will temper in your Bybit account. Then you come down. The next thing you are to click again, you click on assets. You tick assets, enable assets. Now look at the permissions that you are going to grant under assets. Account transfer, sober account transfer. So we don't need the withdrawal. Disable the withdrawal. Then disable convert exchange history. Say convert, we don't really need this. You will have to disable the withdrawal permission. Even if you enable your withdrawal permission, MarisX platform was built in a way that the developers did not include withdrawal from your account. Okay, so these are the things you should put access. There's one more thing we need to do. We need to put the name of the, okay, the first thing you look at it, is say name for the API. You can name your API. You can put MarisX bot, or your name, anything you wish to put, or crypto trading, anything you wish to put, you put it there. But me, I just put MarisX bot. Okay, then let's go down. The next thing, after you have done all these things, you click on submit. Click on submit. Okay, after clicking on submit, look at what pop up. It say a 6-digit SMS code has been sent. So they really want to know if you are the one generating these things. Then it says send verification code. After putting the verification code that will be sent to me as SMS, I will also come here and put my Google 2FA code. You know, when creating Bybit, it is must that you will have Google Authenticator app. So that code is what you will put here, just to verify you are the one creating this stuff. Okay, so let me put this code, then continue.
There's something I quickly want to correct before we continue the video. This particular part on the assets, under the assets, you know, we have already disabled the withdrawal access. So under the withdrawal, convert exchange history, I think this place you enable it too. Okay, you know, in the previous page I said we should not enable it, but it is good you enable it so that you can be seeing your balance from the MarisX portal. Okay, so nothing much, just enable this convert exchange history, then before you submit.
Alright, so after putting the API address, after putting the verification code they sent to my phone number and everything, as you can see here, they said key successfully added. To ensure the security of your account, your API secret key will be revealed only once at the time of creation and will be hidden thereafter. Please keep the secret key confidential and do not disclose it to anyone. So this is your secret keys. So the next thing you have to do now, you copy API key, you copy your API key, you copy it. API secret, you copy it. You see, so we have already copied these things. All we need to do now is to go and paste it somewhere. Okay, we paste it somewhere. Then the next thing you have to do, you click on understood. So as you can see here, MarisX bot, it has been added already. This is how to know if it was added successfully or not. So the next thing we have to do now is to go to our MarisX account to go and bind it there. Okay, let's go. Remember the secret key you copied and the key you copied, you have to paste it somewhere. Okay, now let's go. So this is my Maris. I just log in my MarisX website. So immediately you open it, the first thing you do, you click on this 3- icon by the left hand side. You click on it, then you click on where you see settings. Look at settings here. You click on settings. When you click on settings, the next thing you have to do, you click on API keys. API keys. Now look at this place. Say add API. You click on add API. Then it's a label, e.g. main trading account. Then this place now, you can put it, you can name it anything you want. MarisX. Okay, then you can come here and put that your API key you copied. Remember that time I told you they will ask you, we copy two things from Bybit. The first one was API key, The other one was your API secret phrase. So me, I don't want you to see my own API keys. Okay, so I will have to put my own. Okay, look at, I already put my API key, my secret key, this is my secret key. Then the next thing you click on, don't click on this first one that says this is a testnet API. No, don't click on that one. Click on this place that say I confirm this API key does not have withdrawal permission. Click on this ticket. Then the next thing you click on add API key. Click on add API key. As you can see here, I have successfully bind my Bybit API key to my MarisX account. As you can see here, look at active. It is showing active. It is showing active, which means it has been connected. So this is how to bind your MarisX API. How to bind your API with your Bybit account with MarisX. So when you have done this, you are good to go. Your next step is how you can buy a gas, at least $20 worth of gas, then deposit to your Bybit and start trading, of which I will be doing a trading on that too, on how we can set up our trading account and all that.